Welcome to 5 News. I'm Emma Crosby. She was one of the most distinctive figures in modern politics, and now Baroness Thatcher has been given a funeral to match. As tributes continue to be paid to the first ever female Prime Minister, politicians from both sides have condemned people who gathered to celebrate her death. Police were called to gatherings in a number of cities overnight, including Glasgow, London and Bristol. Those who are closest to the former Prime Minister say they're disappointed but not surprised that she inspired such strength of feeling. Well, a little earlier I spoke to one of Baroness Thatcher's good friends, the Conservative MP Conor Burns. I began by asking him how she would have felt about the varied reactions to her death. She decimated the lives of people who are still alive today. They blame her for ruining their livelihoods and their communities. That's not a compliment. Do you think she ever felt any kind of sympathy for some of the very big hardships she put on, for example, the mining community in this country? Did she care about them?
She knew that these things had to be done for the greater good.
It's going to be a very lavish affair, not a state funeral, but not far off that. Is that appropriate for someone who has divided the country so much? You used to see her very regularly right up until her death. What were her last few years like? Will we ever see another Lady Thatcher?
Not in my lifetime.
Conor Burns talking to me a short time ago. Now, in other news today, a former chief executive of the bank H boss has asked for his knighthood to be removed. He says he's deeply sorry. He wants to give up his knighthood and give a sizable chunk of his pension back. At least he's trying. You have to give him that. I mean, he's going to have to live on £400,000 a year instead of £580,000. It's hardly going to be a hardship for him, is it? What would you like to see happen to James Crosby? Should he be prosecuted? Should he go to jail, do you think? Coming up on 5 News, plenty more after this short break. See you in a while. Now, the campaign to stop The Sun from printing pictures of topless models on Page 3 has won the backing of the Girl Guides. Becky, let's start with you. Why do the Girl Guides not like Page 3?
Damaging impact on their self-esteem and their confidence and their aspirations.
You were certainly partly responsible for putting that picture on Page 3 on a daily basis. How does it feel? Biggest, I think, girl organisation, if not in the UK, then in the world, against you.
A group of middle-class women sat in a lovely website. It's a very good professional website. It's full of lots of nice young kids, and it talks about
but do you not care
flower
what they
meadows.
say? How do you respond to these comments from these girls who are saying, very honestly, we don't like it? Well, that's it from us. Don't forget you can have your say on the stories that we're covering. Our address is at 5_news. Shah's got the weather for you next, and Polly's back with updates throughout the evening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at 5 p.m. tomorrow night. Bye-bye.